welcome back to the channel. Today, in the last video, we talked about calculating temperature and pressure from StatMech principles. In this video, we'll be talking about some other fluctuation based averages, some thermodynamic properties that we can calculate it from fluctuation of average quantities that we can measure from a simulation. Okay, so the canonical partition function is given by this formula. Over all the momenta, over all the coordinates, the Hamiltonian, right? So there is a short form notation for this particular term. It is called beta. So this 1 by kBT term is actually called beta, and this notation is mostly followed by all the StatMech books. So writing in terms of beta, we have minus beta times the total energy E. Let's say total energy E. So now let's try to differentiate this partition function with respect to beta. So this becomes minus of beta times exponential of minus beta into E. Sorry, this is minus E times because we are differentiating with respect to beta. And now let's divide this by 1 by Q. Minus of 1 by So this is the statistical average of E for any property A. For any property A, if you want to calculate the average is given by the property multiplied by the probability density. Right? In case of a partition function, the probability density is we already know. So this becomes right. So this term can actually be written as average of E. Right. Similarly, if you calculate this particular form, dou square q by dou beta square, you will see that this will be equivalent to the average of E square. So for any particular property, the variance, statistical property, the variance is given by this particular formula. The average of E square minus the square of the average of E, right? This is 1 by q dou square q by dou beta square minus whole square. If you look carefully, this is just okay. So now we can see that we have already seen this kind of a function before. We know that the energy E, total energy E is given by this particular, and we know that the temperature is somehow related to beta, because we know that beta equals to 1 by kBT. So we can represent this whole thing in terms of E here. So that's what we're going to do here. So let's first sort out the beta term. So beta is given by 1 by kBT, and dou beta should be equals to 1 by kB minus 1 by T square into dou T. So this becomes minus kBT square dou beta should be equals to dou T. So let's substitute it back here. Here, let's see what we get. We get E is equal to so we substitute this here. We have kBT square into dou beta, right, minus, so this whole thing gets cancelled. So this E is nothing but right. So now we can see that we already are starting to see the final formula. So we substitute it back into the formula for variance. Or so instead of dou beta, we'll again substitute this kb t square into dou beta equals to dou t. Therefore, dou beta is equal to dou t by kb t square. If we substitute it here, we get kb into t square to dou e by dou t. And under constant volume conditions, we know that this term actually is the specific heat at constant volume Cv. So we see that just measuring the fluctuation energy, total energy, we can actually get the value of specific heat of the system from the simulation, right? So what we typically do in a simulation is we calculate the average energies and we calculate this particular fluctuation, and we can calculate the value of specific heat from this fluctuation, right? And the fluctuation for a typical canonical ensemble, when you perform simulations, the fluctuation is very small. For example, if you just divide this by the average, you get and we in the previous class, let's take for an ideal gas, in the previous lectures we see that this quantity is equal to 3 by 2 times NKVT, right? So this value we can say that this fluctuation is of the order of -1, n raised to power -1 by 2. So therefore, as the number of particles or the number of atoms in your system increase, the the uh, the fluctuations per se decreases, right? Okay. Similarly, you can calculate something for volume, the fluctuation in volume, that is if you perform the same if you follow the same method that I showed above, you can see that this will result into this is the isothermal compressibility. So this is typically how important thermodynamic values are calculated from simulation data. Thank you for staying. Please subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon for latest content. Thank you.